Most business owners know that marketing matters. They know their website's important, they've heard about SEO, and they've been told to run ads online. But most of the time, this all feels overwhelming. So, where do you start? What actually matters, and how do you know you're not just wasting your money? In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 pillars to growing your business online. What they are, why they matter, and how they actually help you grow. Whether you're just starting your business or you're trying to take it to the next level, this video is for you. Your website. Your website is the digital front door for your business. It is a 24/7 salesperson. It works whether your business is open or closed, or whether you're sick or on vacation. Your website is always there, it's always active, it's always online for your customers and those that are potential customers searching for you. So why does this matter? First impressions when someone visits your website happen in mere seconds. People will judge your business by your website. I see this time and time again. Businesses that have been around for 20, 30 plus years that are well known in the community, but they don't actually value their online presence. They have a website that's 10, 15 years old, half of it doesn't work, it's not informative, it doesn't have even pictures of the business owner, it doesn't tell a story. It doesn't provide people value, it doesn't provide information, and in reality, that is where people tend to decredit your business. 75% of users admit to making judgments about a business's credibility based on their website design. So what does that tell you? That tells you that your website matters. Now, listen, I'm not telling you you need a website with 100 pages. You don't need a huge blog. You don't need crazy animations. You don't have to have all that. But you need to provide value to your current and or potential customers when they visit your website. They want to connect with you, especially if you're like a local service business. They want to know who owns it. They want to know the story of them and or the business, and they want to know what you offer. Because if it's not clear, if there aren't clear call to actions to say, hey, pick up the phone and call us, submit this contact form, send us an email. If you don't make that clear and you don't make what you do clear to visitors, they're going to go to your competitor. So with all that being said, how does a well-designed website for your business actually make you money? Here are 3 simple ways. It converts visitors into leads with strong calls to action. It supports SEO by loading fast and being easy to navigate, and it builds trust with professionalism. I want to dive in more on that last point. We already know that 75% of visitors make a snap judgment about your business when they visit your website. So why not send them somewhere that you're proud of? Sending them somewhere that's informative, that actually is visually appealing and gives potential customers actual information that's valuable and can help them through the buying process. Because even if they don't buy today, if you actually provide value, you tell a story, you make them feel like they are valued by the content on your website, by the design, how it's easy to navigate, people will remember you. I have plenty of examples about how clients redesign their website, whether that's slightly changing the colors or making things more easy to navigate, or quite literally just building a brand new website that looks good in 2025. You would be shocked how many more conversions you would get just because things are easy to navigate, but most importantly, there are clear calls to action like I mentioned, whether that be calling or submitting a contact form. There are a variety of ways that you can achieve this, but you want people to come to your website, get value, and then contact you to either learn more or to actually give you money. SEO. SEO, or search engine optimization, is the process of getting your website and its contents to actually show up in search engines like Google. This is a process that is time consuming and it can be expensive, and it's something that many business owners have heard of, some with great stories, some with terrible stories. But in reality, this is something that if it's done correctly for your business, it will make you money in the long term. It just has to be done correctly. So why does this matter? 93% of online interactions begin with a search engine, like Google or Bing or Yahoo or another one. But that is where people start. They are searching for dentist in Gainesville, Georgia, or landscapers near me. And if you don't come up on that first page, people are not going to go to page 4. You either show up and get business or you're buried behind the rest of the results. As I mentioned earlier, SEO is something that takes time, patience, money, and proper knowledge. There's a lot of opinions out there about a lot of different things because SEO encompasses so much. But if you actually want to grow your business online, there are many different plans that you can follow depending on what you believe is actually valuable for SEO in your type of business. If you're a service-based business, you better have a Google My Business profile to where when people search, you are going to come up on Google Maps, because that is just a small piece that can bring you hundreds of visitors a month to your business that you would not have had you not set up that profile. So how does SEO make you money? It brings in high intent traffic organically. It builds long-term authority, and it reduces your ad spend over time. One of the common questions I get asked is, should I invest into SEO or should I invest into ads? And for many people, I tell them both. But why? SEO is a long-term game. Depending on the market you're in, how competitive things are, you could rank for a not competitive keyword in a few months. Or it could take 6 to 12, especially if you're in a more competitive market. You have to realize who you're competing against, and that's really going to determine how much time and effort either you are putting into it or an agency is going to put into it on your behalf. But there's so much stuff that goes into SEO, and there's so many opinions out there about it. Then in reality, if you don't know anything about SEO, I urge you to talk to someone who you trust that does, because if not, I have seen so many businesses that get on a $300 a month SEO plan and they think it's the greatest thing in the world, and then their traffic is destroyed because they paid someone and they did a bunch of spammy backlinks or wrote garbage content or a myriad of other things. It's common, it happens to people, and SEO is definitely one of those things that, I'll be honest, many people that I talk to either don't know what it is or they have a bad taste in their mouth because they invested to it at some point and they got burned. There's a right way to do it. There's definitely wrong ways to do it, but I urge you, if you're interested, contact me, contact someone you know that does SEO, and just pick their brain. An example recently that we had with a client is they had a website that was 10 years old. We helped redesign and fix a ton of issues that had just sat there for years and years and years, and their traffic had ended up dropping by 80 to 90%. And within the first 30 days of not only doing a website redesign, because that was a very important part of this process with this client, but it was actually fixing their old blog where there were actually a decent amount of backlinks pointed towards their domain, and also a lot of keywords that they weren't ranking for anymore. And we ended up in the first 30 days 4xing the amount of keywords that they were ranking for and getting their traffic back to where it should have been. Local listings. Local listings are going to be things like your Google Business Profile or GMB, Google My Business, along with Bing Places, Apple Maps, and then you have some other sites like Yelp. But the main three are Google My Business, Bing Places, and Apple Maps, with definitely Google being king. So why does this matter? 46% of all Google searches are looking for local information. Now, we talked about this earlier, but often your Google My Business listing, your Google Maps listing for your business is going to come up before the search results. They call it the map pack. You search lawn care near me or lawn care city in your city. And oftentimes on Google, what happens is you have the Google map that comes up, and on the side, there's listings with businesses, star ratings, and a way to contact them. Sometimes there's a fourth at the very top that's sponsored, it's an ad, but that is your map pack. So being in that top 3 is vital because you are coming up before you even get to the Google search results, because you go map pack to search results. How does this make you money? Makes it easy to call or visit your business, displays your reviews, your hours, and any key information for your business. And if you show up in the local map pack, the 3-pack results, it drives tons of traffic to your business. A tip I will give you with this one is to make sure that your name, address, and phone number, NAP, are consistent across your website and all of your listings. One of the worst things that you could do is have variations of your name, address, or have varying phone numbers on these different listings or on your website versus your Google business listing. Do not do this. Please have everything correct, because this will help your business so much by making sure that all of those are consistent across all of your listings. Now we'll talk about Google My Business listings just for a second, because this is what a lot of business owners are familiar with in this space. Google My Business is an awesome tool, and it's something that can be incorporated with your SEO campaigns. We see getting reviews. That's a huge one, is getting lots of reviews, getting lots of good reviews. But the more reviews you have, it does help you in that local area. It builds trust and it builds authority. Now, many people have varying opinions on this when it comes to the SEO side, but in reality, most people agree on getting a bunch of good reviews is great for your business. Having consistency across all your profiles is extremely helpful. And Google My Business has awesome tools where you could post a $99 off special, or a free visit or free cleaning, or whatever you offer, whether it be a product or a service. It has ways where you can post offers on there, so when people come and visit it, they see that, and it's a way to draw them in. But you can also, if you're posting blog posts for SEO, you can also post on that Google My Business page and link it to your website. So these are just all different tips and tricks to get more traffic, but also when you get that traffic, convert them into paying customers. Social media. For your business, I want you to think of social media as a way to actually connect with your customers, a way to tell your story to the people that are interested in what you do, not just try to sell your product or service. So why does this matter for you? Because people buy from people. People want to follow along with your story. They want to engage with local businesses. They want to support you. And even people, they may follow you, they may not necessarily like or comment, engage with your content, but they see it. They see you putting in effort. They see you giving back to the community at events, or sponsoring the local sports team, or putting out high value content, whether that be through graphics or carousels, or what is really common right now and seeing great results is short form video. And those are going across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. But these are all ways that you can actually provide value to people, and they are watching. How does this make you money? Social media gives you the opportunity to tell your brand story and show behind the scenes content. You can highlight reviews, case studies, and customer wins, and it keeps you visible even when people aren't actively searching for you. Social media is ever changing, and that is something that we're seeing all the time with the way the algorithm constantly changes, but also how these platforms actually push content. For the longest time, platforms like Instagram and Facebook were very follower based. You built up your follower base, you posted it, most of your followers would see things every time you post, and the larger you grew, the better engagement you got. But now things have changed. We post Instagram Reels, and 80% of the people that see our videos are people that don't follow us. It's people that don't know who we are, they've never heard of us. And the awesome thing about this is it gives you the opportunity to grow. It's free advertising. Instead of dumping money into online ads, which are still a great option, you're posting organic content that is valuable for your current customers or those who are potential customers, and you're also pushing it to people that have no idea who you are. Why wouldn't you be doing it? We see a lot of success right now with Meta, so that's Facebook and Instagram, and then also posting, at least for the short form videos, across YouTube and TikTok. You would be absolutely surprised the views and likes and follows you can get on a brand new TikTok account. We just went through it the other day with a client where their videos are getting like 1,000 views and they have no followers. And they're getting 50, 60 likes in a few hours. And this is just a random TikTok account we made a couple weeks ago. You would be shocked what you can do. So I would urge you, one, you need to be posting content regardless of if you're really trying to grow or not. You need to be posting valuable content that is informative. But three, you need to do it consistently and do it high quality. Can you pull it off on your phone? Yes, sure you can, especially if you have a newer phone. The cameras have gotten a lot better. Audio quality is pretty good. But if you truly want to invest into it, I highly suggest investing in getting some professional videography done for your business, because you would be shocked at the results you would get. Online advertising. Online ads help your business get seen immediately. This can be done through platforms like Google, Facebook, Bing, which is owned by Microsoft, and many others. So why does this matter? SEO and content take time, but ads are instant. Ads immediately put you in front of the exact people that are searching for your product or service, or you can retarget ads to people that have visited your website or maybe put something in their cart but not actually purchased. Ads give you so much flexibility. It just takes money. It just takes that financial investment and knowing what you're doing or hiring someone that knows what they're doing. But you start running ads, you start seeing results. You get impressions, you get clicks, and you start to get conversions. It doesn't take 6, 9, 12 months like ranking organically in SEO. How do they make you money? Ads target people actively searching for your service or product. Ads track every single click, every call, or every form, so you know exactly what is working for your business. Ads amplify your SEO and your website traffic. Ads are an amazing way to start growing your business, push a product or service, or get more bookings in a short amount of time. It just takes that financial investment. Personally, I love ads. This is one of the ways that I started in the whole marketing space, was actually when I was running my first business. I invested $100 into an Instagram ad. This is when I had a shoe reselling business. But I put $100 into an ad, and in a week it helped me do like $10,000 in sales. So, I mean, you hear that, you go 100x, $100 to $10,000, well, duh. I mean, things have definitely changed since 2018, but ads, if done correctly, can be extremely successful. I mean, depending on what industry you're in, I mean, some of my clients, they get 1 or 2 bookings and that covers everything for the year. So if you know, hey, I can grow my business by pushing ads to people, so one, they're going to figure out who I am, they're going to see me, they're going to see our name, even if they don't click, you're putting yourself out there. But when you do put yourself out there and someone clicks and shows interest in your business, even if they don't convert, you could remarket them in a variety of ways. But then if they come and when they do convert and you actually close that sale or sell that product, why wouldn't you do it? It's an amazing way to grow your business. It's definitely not for everyone. It really depends on your industry, where you're at in your business. If you have $100 a month to spend, I mean, could you run ads? Yeah, sure. But I think with $100 a month, there's some other options you could pursue. But ads are an amazing tool. Ads help me propel my businesses. It's something that I have used for clients and helped propel them over the past 7 years. They are an amazing tool to get people in the door or get people booked for your service. They will work wonders as long as you do it correctly. All right, so let's wrap this up and put it all together. A professional website is the foundation for your business. SEO brings in steady, high-intent traffic. Local listings make you visible locally and on mobile. Social media builds trust and helps you tell your story. And ads give you instant reach when you need it. If you've made it this far, you obviously care about growing your business. And now you understand ways that you can grow your business online. But here's the truth. You don't need to do it all by yourself. If you've heard all this information and you know that you want to make a change in your business, but don't know how, don't have the time, or really just want some guidance, contact us. Our information's in the description. We help people just like you. I have worked with businesses of all stages and all sizes. We would love to even just give you some advice. I appreciate you making it this far in the video. If you enjoyed it, drop us a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting more videos, be more informative, really just trying to give value to business owners regardless of your stage, because I've been in multiple stages through multiple businesses at this point in my life. But if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I would love to give advice or help you out in any way I can. But like I said, if you want to learn more, if you want to learn how we can help you do this, contact us. Our information's in the description. But if not, Have a great day, and I appreciate you watching the video.